What's poppin' world? It's your boy Zay Jen. You already know the vibes, also known as Holiday Zay. And today we're gonna be going over what GoPro accessories I'm gonna be taking on my upcoming cruise. So if you're new here to the channel, welcome. One of the things that we do here is we discuss cruise content. You know, you can probably go back through my playlist and find some cruise vlogs, cruise content on my shorts, things like that. Today we're going to target specifically on GoPro. I've collected a few accessories throughout the years and GoPro has been good to me. I have actually taken my GoPro accessories and my camera, of course, on cruises with me in the past, and it has held me down. So seeing how I've worked up an arsenal of accessories from GoPro, I figured I would share the things that I'm going to take, and maybe it may help you in your future cruises as well. So right out the gate, we're going to go into the day tripper backpack. I'm not going to give all the specs and the details of it, but this thing is nice. It has multiple compartments, something for your water, and pretty much most of your GoPro accessory needs, including your camera and clothing, whatever else you want to fit in here. Now, the cool thing I find about this particular backpack is that it has this latch on here for all of your GoPro accessories. You can mount your camera and also the Volta onto this right here to where it will make it hands-free for you and you can do whatever it is you need to do, and you can somewhat get like a little POV type of vibe from it. Now in here, I'm not sure if you can tell, but accessories galore in here. You know, everything that you will need to fit in here, it'll get the job done. Now I'm gonna have other bags with me, but when I'm on the ship, you know, I don't have pockets on my side. So I'm gonna have everything that I need in here while I'm navigating through the ship. So if I need to set up a tripod or, you know, stick something to the wall and get something like a cinematic shot, whatever the case may be, it's all gonna be in here. So the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is this right here. This is the chesty. You simply place this over your head, boom. I'm not gonna put it over my head. It's too much extra work. And then pretty much it's gonna sit right here, okay? Now, there are multiple mounts that you can put on here. Of course, your camera. I used this product last May. I went jet skiing and it did a good job for what it was supposed to do, but as far as the angle, it wasn't sufficient. So I definitely plan to take more accessories to get a better angle for when I try the jet skis again this year. This next one I'm gonna take is the Max Grip and Tripod. Now this little gadget is pretty nifty. It's like a 2-for-1. So I can hold it as if I'm vlogging or something like that, which is cool. Another thing is you can twist it back to lock it in place. Boom. And then these open up. Boom. When you get done, twist it, drop it. Boom, twist it back, however you want to do it. So I'll find this handy if I'm going jogging around the track or something like that, and just get some quick clips, things like that, nothing major. Now, this little gadget, literally, is called the Shorty. This is pretty much the same thing as the last one without it. Now, this one is a little better for the simply because you can put this on like your dining room table, and again, I cruise, so you don't want some big bulky tripod looking thing. You want something that's very subtle, and you can just set your camera within the mount, set it on the table, and boom, do it that way. Now this little gadget, again, for vlogging, something small, lightweight, and simple. Now this thing goes way out. I will be taking this simply because I enjoy snorkeling. And for those hard to reach places, I can simply extend my arm and this pole way out to get underneath some rocks or something like that to where I can't possibly reach. I've actually used this gadget before last April when I went snorkeling, and this was very, very handy. Now this gadget right here is the head strap. Now this thing is gonna come in clutch for when I go jet skiing again this year. So you simply put it over your head. Cool thing about this is it has this material that grips to your head. Like front heavy to where you're dropping your head. The cameras are lightweight. If you have a GoPro, then you understand. So this is going to be hefty for having those POV shots when you have to have both hands on the jet ski, and everywhere you turn, you're going to pick up every shot. And not to mention that, you know, the GoPros are amazing when it comes to stabilization. So everything is going to be smooth sailing. Since we've mentioned snorkeling, these products aren't really by GoPro, but it's definitely preferred to be used with GoPro products. And these are the filters for underwater, and these are your standard ND filters. So your ND filter is pretty much having sunglasses on your lens. So when it's bright outside and you have your settings to a certain way, you're going to want to add these to take away that washed out look, that, you know, overexposure, that bright look. These are going to put a lot of tint over those high exposed settings and shots, depending on where you are. Especially with me being out at sea, I'm going to need some sunglasses for my GoPro. And then for the filters that go underwater, it just depends on like the depth of water and things like that to provide more clarity for the fish and the color and things of that nature. And again, these are produced by Polar Pro. Now, these two gadgets right here, your gooseneck and your suction cup, you can stick this thing on anything that it'll stick to, and I'm talking like with high winds, this thing will not budge. This is going to come in handy if you want, you know, shots such as like time lapses. Say for instance, you have a window seat on your flight and you want to set this thing up and capture well. And you're like, oh, well, it doesn't turn as much as I would like it to. This is how you fix that. You get two of them. So you simply attach, boom, turn. Put it in here, latch it all the way. Bing! Now this little gadget right here is your protective housing for your GoPro. Snap, snap, in there. So one thing that I've learned in my experience, if you're going to have your GoPro in this protective housing and you're going to be recording at a high resolution, you want to make sure that you are going to be in the water. Otherwise, if you're out, you know, in the tropical environment, that thing will overheat inside of here because nothing can get in. The heat cannot escape, water can't get in, so that heat is going to trap itself in here unless you have something on the outside of it to cool it down. I made the mistake of actually having this on while I was jet skiing last year, and when I tell you, when I opened this up and took it out, I'm surprised it wasn't on fire. This thing was burning hot. Now, for anyone who might be thinking, well, hey, can't you take the GoPro underwater without the protective housing? Yes, you can. The one thing I don't like though is how it distorts the audio when it comes back to surface. And I really haven't tested it to see how long it takes for the water to clear out of the mic area to where it sounds. GoPro. And just a side note, when you purchase your snorkeling filters, they actually go on this protective housing. So you find the little slits and then you simply slide it over top, just like that. So please know that if you purchase these will not work by themselves on the GoPro at all. You have to have your GoPro inside a protective housing case in order for these to work effectively. And while we're on the subject of showing what works on what, the ND filters work the same way for your GoPro. Twist it. Take it off. You get which ND filter you want. Make sure it's aligned. Boom. Just like that. Take it off, same concept. Boom, twist off easy. Put it back, switch it out, or put your original back on. Boom. Also, what I'm taking is the hand and the wrist strap. Now, I will tag the video that I've made on this in the description down below, but you will simply either place this right here on your hand or this one on your wrist, and you'll attach it. And it'll either sit here or it'll sit on your hand. And I'm definitely planning on utilizing this when I go on the jet skis, and I'm probably going to have it on my hand. So as I'm holding, you know, the jet ski handle, I can get like a straight view with a wide angle shot of everything in front of me. And when I feel safe with not a bunch of bumpy waves, I can just kind of move my hand around as if I'm holding it. But if I need to grip the handlebar very quickly without dropping the camera, I can simply latch back on without ever losing my GoPro. Now, of course, I'm going to be taking charging cords and cables and batteries, charge ports and things of that nature, but I'm going to show you the cameras I'm going to be taking as well. My newest addition is my GoPro Hero 12. I'm definitely excited to use this one. This is going to be my main camera that I'm going to be using, getting all of my cinematics, my high quality shots and things like that. And of course, I'm going to vlog with this. I'm also going to be taking my Max. Now this little baby right here, it's very, very unique. It can be a 360 camera, or you can convert it into a Hero camera. You can get all type of unique and amazing shots, and then you can use the quick app to edit them and, you know, just make them look very, very cool, very catchy, and very attractive to the eye of someone who may not be used to seeing GoPro edits and things like that. Very, very nifty camera, very much worth it. And then as a backup, I'm going to also bring my Hero 9. Now, this is the GoPro that I've used for all of my previous sailings. And like I said, it's helped me it was the micro SD memory card in it, but it had never given me any problems when it came to transferring the files over to the computer and post edits. It was just, it would glitch out, it would freeze and things like that. So I'm thinking and I'm hoping it was just a worn out and bad micro SD card. So I'm still gonna take it. It still functions correctly, you know, so again, I'm just hoping it was the micro SD chip, and I have another one, and we're just gonna see how it works, and hopefully it succeeds. Now this powerful bad boy right here is the Volta. And the cool thing about this thing is it also transitions into a tripod. Now this right here is a vlogger's delight. When you have your GoPro, you have one battery inside your GoPro. This has the power of 3. So you simply hook your GoPro up to this, you attach everything, and this is just like the Shorty and the Max tripod. You can turn this baby multiple ways, and it locks in place every single way. You can control to record, you can control to take pictures. It has the battery display, power button, the mode. If you want to do time-lapse video or photos, you can control all of that through here. Not to mention the GoPro Hero 12 is voice command. So it makes everything very, very simple. And to be able to have all of this power in your hands and just vlog and do everything that you need to do and control everything, very, very nifty. Also, another thing that's cool about this is you see this right here? If you were to attach the right mount, you can actually mount this on here as well. All you would have to do is turn this the correct way, and you can be hands-free while this is on your backpack. And the last thing that's going to be in my arsenal is the Media Mod and Media Lite. Now, what you do with this bad boy is you simply take your GoPro, you take the door off of your GoPro, boom, you open this, and you simply slide your GoPro in. Close it, and with the Volta, you simply hook it into the bottom of here, and then the little cord that you saw, you place it back here to actually connect it. And then let's light comes in. You tap it, boom, once, twice, 3 times, and then it has a flash. And you simply hold to turn it off, all right? So what it will look like on me is boom, boom, boom. This little powerful thing right here is going to be, with the Volta, a vlogger's delight. And I don't think there will be anything that you won't be able to conquer with this combination. So all in all, I am excited to use this combination, the Media Mod, Media Light, and the Volta, because with all of that extra battery life and lighting in any condition, I'm definitely ready. So that's going to be all for today's video. If anything in this video was helpful or a reminder or influenced you or motivated you to want to invest in a particular accessory or even become more involved with your GoPro when it comes to travel, do your boy a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more GoPro content, cruise content, and cruise vlogs coming soon. Peace.